Hi everybody, welcome back to In The Huddle. I'm Jillian Kushner. I'm a little upset today because I'm not getting my dream of a Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady Super Bowl because Aaron Rodgers just couldn't hold up his end of the deal. I'm very emotional about it. I can't talk about it today. It's too fresh. We'll talk about it on Thursday. But before you go, please subscribe below and like the link in the description box because today we're talking about the Pro Bowl. We're going to learn about the Pro Bowl and all of its wonderful loveliness, so just keep watching. So some of you might be like, oh, what's the Pro Bowl? Well, I'm going to tell you. So every sport, every professional sport has its own all-star game, whatever it may be, whatever it's called. All of them are called the all-star game, except for the NFL. They call it the Pro Bowl, and the Pro Bowl is just this lovely thing that no one watches because it sucks. So it's not really a lovely thing. That is sarcasm I'm giving you, because the Pro Bowl is honestly one of the worst things about the NFL. And it could be so great. It is so close to being great, but it really just misses it. Like, here's greatness, and like, here's the Pro Bowl. Yeah, out of the frame. It's like real bad. It could be great. Like, I'm trying to tell y'all, it really could be great. They could make it good. They just really choose not to. I'm not sure why. So let me tell y'all why the Pro Bowl sucks. And why no one watches it. No football fan watches it. I used to watch it all the time. I was like, I'm gonna be that fan that watches it. Even I can't watch it anymore. It just sucks. Alright, first reason why it sucks. It's just not competitive. And no all-star game is competitive. But when you look at the NBA all-star game, being uncompetitive in basketball is still like really fun. Because that means you get the dunks, you get stuff like that, which is really fun. In football, it's just like you just look sloppy. It just looks lazy. Like, it's just not fun in football. Having no competition isn't fun. Like, you don't get the good plays because no one wants to get hurt, which I understand. It's a stupid game. 2, it happens before the Super Bowl now. So it used to be after the Super Bowl, which made it like a little bit better. But now it's before the Super Bowl. So that means if you are in the Super Bowl, you can't be in the Pro Bowl. And of course, some of the best players in the NFL are going to be in the Super Bowl. That's just like, makes sense, but they have to miss the Pro Bowl, so you're not really getting all the best NFL players. And a lot of people do want to sit out, not just because they're in the Super Bowl, but because like it's the Pro Bowl, and like if they get hurt, that's so stupid. Like, it's a really stupid way to go out. And the third reason it sucks is because it's absolutely meaningless. Like, that's why they don't play. That's why they don't care. It's because it means nothing. Like, no one cares. It shows, like, no one cares. And I get it, I wouldn't care either. And the way you can make it actually worth something is, like, for example, in the NBA, like, winning the All-Star game doesn't mean anything, but the All-Star game is during All-Star break, which is, like, the midpoint of the season. So that's why it's a big deal. It means, like, we're halfway through the season, and after the All-Star game is when people really start to turn it up. When, like, real basketball starts being played, like, that's when it's crunch time, because that's when it's making the playoffs. Like, it just signifies an important turn. In the MLB, whoever wins the All-Star game gets like home field advantage during the World Series. I think they're actually changing that, which sucks because that's what made it like kind of cool. But even then, the All-Star game in the MLB is also like that midpoint in the season type of thing. This whole having the Pro Bowl at the end of the season, before the Super Bowl, nothing about it makes sense, and it just sucks. To make matters worse, they actually made the Pro Bowl worse. Like, I didn't think that was possible, and then they did it. I think they changed it back this year. So it used to be AFC versus NFC, the two conferences in the NFL. And then I think it was just last year, the past few years, they decided to like take these Hall of Fame football players and have them pick teams. So it was like, I know Jerry Rice had one team, so it was like Team Rice versus Team whoever it was. Now it made no sense. It was stupid. Like, it sucked. I haven't watched the Pro Bowl in a few years, because it's just like really, I didn't think it could plummet any farther, and then it showed me it could. It plummeted even more. Ideally, it sounds so fun. All the best players in the NFL coming together, playing on teams together, like you're having the dream matchups you always wanted. Like, you want to see someone like Aaron Rodgers throw to Antonio Brown or something like that. Like, that sounds fun, but like in reality, it sucks. Also, another thing they do is, so let's say they pick like 3 quarterbacks for each team. And so the quarterbacks will only play a select amount of time. Like, you have your first team, second team, and third team, and so only they play together. It's so weird. It sucks. Oh, the Pro Bowl sucks. So, yeah, that's this weekend. I meant to throw that in there. That's this coming weekend. I don't know who's in the Pro Bowl. I don't know how they're doing it this year. I think they're back to AFC versus NFC. Truly, I don't care because I'm not going to be watching it. I don't think anyone's going to be watching it. I have no idea who's in it. I really don't. I have no idea. But I know that people that we want to see, like Julio Jones isn't in it, Matt Ryan isn't in it, Tom Brady isn't in it, because these guys are going to be in the Super Bowl. I don't know if Aaron Rodgers is going to be in it. Like, of course, they just got eliminated. I would go and, like, chill out for a little bit if I was Aaron Rodgers. Like I said, you can't, it's still football. You can still get hurt in the Pro Bowl, which is literally the worst way to go. Hope y'all enjoyed this little briefing on the Pro Bowl and why it sucks. I think that it could be made into something good if they change those 3 things I see wrong with it. I think mainly where it is in the season sucks. But they can't put it mid-season. We can't do it like the NBA does. I don't know what they should do. I'm starting to think they might just be able to get rid of it because it's only good in theory. No one actually likes it. So, sorry Pro Bowl, but I'm ready to put you to bed. Ready to say goodbye to you. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on Thursday and we'll talk about the big games this weekend. And we're going to start talking about basketball. Woohoo! Yay basketball. Thank you guys and I'll see you then.